Holy shit.
Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. We're back. Episode 55. Episode 55, Eric. We have a special guest. A special guest.
We do.
I need a doctor, some medicine, and a neck brace. I mean, it's crazy, bro. It's wild. Dubstep, hard trap, DJ, the biggest. I would say top 5. No, top 2 for me, and he's not 2 for me. Right? Top 2. Not 2.
There you go.
And Sonny's favorite.
Yeah, you're actually one of my favorites. I
Ladies and gentlemen, Riot Ten.
Thank you.
Golly, bro. I am like, when I was talking about this with Sonny, and I was like, man, I should reach out. I was like, I'm not. We went to high school together. This is why I asked. But like, I was like, man, I'm super nervous. I don't know. I was like, we're not friends.
So scared to be like left on red.
Yeah, dude. I was like, even with any guest that I reach out to lately, like I get nervous about being left on red. So I'm like, shit. Like, and then with this one, I was like, even more like, that one was just like a shot in the dark. When you replied, I was like, holy fuck, he's human, bro. He's still like,
oh yeah, no, yeah. I try my best to like respond to like everybody, like regardless of the topic of what they're trying to reply to, whether it's them like trying to ask me for like advice or just to say that they, they're a fan of my music, or even just to say like have a good day. I try to reply to everyone. So
really,
yeah, it's that
can become a job in its own.
Yeah, no, it can be a little bit not overwhelming, but it can get a little bit busy, especially when I have like my own other stuff going on, like music and family and kids and and traveling and shows. But I feel like it's almost like the least I can do for just kind of
a fan, a supporter, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the least I can do is respond, and
cool.
Even if it's something short, like just thank you for coming, or like thank you for whatever, or yeah, anything.
Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. Like I didn't know that about you. That's really dope. Oh shit! Before I forget, Eric, play the intro.
These clothes.
I like this song.
Dude, no, don't say that. I was like,
he's so happy right now.
Dude, I was like, this song is so fucking embarrassing with Riot Ten sitting at the table. Dude, I made that like on FL Studio like when I was in high school.
I kind of like it because it just sounds like fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it just sounds like something like, I don't know, like you just kind of like, I don't know, you're at a party and just...
son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, thank you. No, dude, yeah, it was like, oh, fuck. I still have to play the intro. We were looking for like an intro, and I was like, I don't want to get copyrighted every time we play an intro, so I was like, let me just go into like the old like
smart
stuff that I would do. I'm like, whatever. This is it.
I like that.
Real trap shit.
Yeah. So
you got all happy with that one, huh?
Yeah. Dude, leading up to this like podcast, we were... Obviously, we had to, reschedule. We were trying to get our schedules together and stuff. Mm-hmm. And leading up to it, I was like nervous. I was like, shit, what do I talk about? What do I need to do? What do I need to bring up? And I was telling my coworker about it, like how nervous I am. He's like, why are you nervous? I'm like, dude, like it's the biggest guest we've ever had, probably. Like more than likely, yeah, it is. And then he's like, why don't you do that thing that people do, like to not make you feel nervous? I'm like, what's that? And he's like, just imagine him in his underwear. And I was like,
stupid.
I was like, how is me having like a full erection like didn't help the thing at all? This is not gonna help. I feel if anything, I'm gonna be a little more nervous.
It's gonna be worse.
It's gonna be worse. So anyway,
you've been red this whole time, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Just told on yourself.
Fucking. Anyway, let's get to Riot Ten. Let's get to our guests here, dude. What a huge. I don't know. This is a huge honor. What I saw yesterday. This is coming out on Sunday, but on Wednesday, April 15th, you met up with the mayor. You posted something kind of like cryptic, like, and I'm like, what is that? And then so I went and did a little research. The week of April 15th in El Paso, Texas, it will be known as Riot 10 week. That's
crazy.
Dope, bro. Dude, how does that? What does that feel like? How does that feel?
It's very like humbling and also kind of what's the word? I don't even know the word.
Like,
It's hard to explain how
fucking badass.
Yeah, like how it makes me feel. To be honest, it's very like I don't know. It's just like an incredible honor, and it's I guess maybe very validating as far as it goes to like for like how many years I've been doing this.
Yeah.
And it, it's kind of like not that it wouldn't be worth it without that, but it just adds to it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's still I don't know. It's I guess maybe I haven't processed it fully yet, but it's just really cool to just like to know that from like every year from here on out basically is
yeah. I mean, thinking obviously with how much fame you've gotten and how much recognition you've gotten for your music over the years and all these festivals you play.
Yeah.
I think it's something to say about you coming back home and them embracing you. You know what I mean? Your hometown embraces you.
Yeah.
Like that's so cool, dude. Like I was telling Sonny, like this, if anything, this is like super inspirational to like have Riot Ten here because he literally lives like in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to the
show
same
that, like,
school.
The good things you did.
Yeah. Somebody can make it out.
Yeah.
If anybody can, somebody can make it out. You know what I mean? So like it's super dope. It's it's very full circle probably to see like, hey, your hometown really appreciates that you're ripping your hood.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. I feel like for some reason, like having people back home, like not that it doesn't matter how many people like support you like out of town, but
Yeah.
definitely having people support you like where you were like born and raised. I feel like that's just like a different type of support, and it feels totally different to have like, your hometown,
Behind you.
exactly.
Yeah.
So so no, it's definitely a big thing for me. I just don't really think maybe I'm just not like letting it get to me, like letting it get to like my head or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely very honored.
Which is good because a lot of people are like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, we weren't sure. You know what I mean? Like I had maybe like one or two conversations with you when we were like 16, and so I'm like, I don't know how he is now. I mean, so much shit has happened. Like I'm not the same person I was in high school, let alone somebody that's outperforming at EDC every year for the last freaking 4 or 5 years. It's like, yeah, he's gonna be, you know what I mean? And so I thought like, well, he might have some difference to him, but nah, man, like he's super humble. Like it's good that you stay grounded. Like that's really awesome because, like I think people, there's something to be said about that. Like people appreciate that.
No, yeah, I mean, I guess for me, I'm just like literally just a regular dude, like literally, and I just got fortunate enough to, I guess fortunate enough that some people like my music and I'm able to have made a career out of it. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just a regular dude, honestly, man. So it's
Yeah.
like, I'm just
I was trying to tell myself that all week, and I was so nervous coming up to this day.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of nervous too, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just, well, I guess because she said that. What if he's nervous? I'm like, dude, there's like thousands of fans. I showed her a video. I'm like, look, you think he's performing right here in front of like 20,000 people? I don't think he fucking.
Honestly, that's easy. And
Really?
I know, like it sounds dumb, and like people have said it before, but it really is easier to speak in front of like thousands of people and perform in front of thousands than it is to perform in front of like 50 or 20 or anything like that. It really is, and it doesn't make sense to me, but yeah, I think it's just because you can focus more on individuals.
Yeah.
And more so when you're performing in front of like thousands, they just become almost like a sea of people, and you can't really.
As long as you don't look at one
Can't
person
see,
in the eye.
emotion, like the reactions.
I mean, and wearing shades obviously helps a lot too.
Yeah, you can hide your nerves just in case.
No, honestly, I think. I mean, one, I like the way like I guess for outfits and stuff. I just kind of become almost like a thing for me.
Like your shades, yeah.
Yeah, it's like part of my image. But I think another reason, honestly, though, has to do with like anxiety. Because when I'm on stage, I feel like that definitely helps with my anxiety. So
Yeah.
and maybe I think I just masked it with trying to look cool, but it's more so like masking my anxiety.
Yeah, well, fuck it. I mean, whatever works, man. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna. That was one of the things I was gonna ask you. Like, the nerves coming up. Like, probably not so much now. You said like, oh, you know what? It's not as bad as you think because it's like a sea of people. Like Slipknot. Do you listen to Slipknot? I don't know if you do. I know you used to like metal back in the day, but
Yeah, no, I mean, I obviously know who Slipknot is. I don't really listen to them like regularly, but I have heard their music.
yeah, they call their fans maggots because they said that they look like little maggots jumping on each other. And so I'm like, okay, well that's fucked up, but that also makes sense, right? So I was
Yeah, especially at a certain distance when you're performing, like it's they like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, his distance is a little farther.
Yeah.
He has like
it's
huge
especially like
crowd
at
of people.
EDC, like the current stage they have at EDC for the bass pod.
Yeah.
You're like not suspended, but like the stage is like,
You're elevated.
Yeah.
20, 30 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
and ways in the back.
and everyone is just like further back, so you can't even like see anybody like specifically. You're just there, kind of like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. You
The
just,
crowd has grown so much too. Like I think it's
Yeah.
outgrown the Motor Speedway already.
Yeah.
Like it's already more than 500,000 people that are going.
dude, she goes like she's gone for like the
I've gone
last
for this is my fourth year.
Fourth year.
This will be her fourth year, and she convinced me to buy a ticket, and I'm like, dude, my back is gonna hurt like day one.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I lay down on the grass for like 10 minutes every like
Smart.
hours.
I like that.
For some reason, I was like convinced, so I bought a ticket. I was like, I guess, we'll go.
We
And
have
so
no
now,
place to stay.
no place. We don't really have a place to stay yet. Like we're like super like last minute planning this shit.
We have to
But
get
the
our
tickets
shuttle.
came in. You know what I mean? So we gotta do
So now you got to do it.
yeah, now we gotta do it. So we'll figure it out. But yeah,
in the
dude,
car.
now it's very full circle. It's like, hey, well, we'll see Riot Ten in his element. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. I'm so excited to show you.
I remember like DJing house parties.
Yeah,
There was
dude.
that.
Honestly,
Those are fun.
Those are so much fun. Like, I miss it so much. Like, I tell my girlfriend all the time, I'm like, dude, like if in the future if they could come up with like some technology to like, even if it's just like mentally or just like virtually like
Yeah.
relive, let's just say like a week, you know, in the past, and just like I was like, dude, I'll go back there to like during the house parties and like when I used to play football, because I miss
Yeah.
playing football so much. Like,
Yeah.
so I was like, dude, I'd pay a ridiculous amount of money just to go back for like a week and chill.
That's true. It's true. I remember. Yeah, you played football for at Isleta. You were. Hold on, let me think. I know you were a skill position, but running back.
Yeah,
you running back.
running
Yeah, he
back.
was running back. That's right. That's right.
We sucked so bad though. Like, I mean, I didn't suck.
Yeah.
I don't think I did, but
They sucked, not me.
but us as
Y'all suck.
But us as a team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no I in team, so
Yeah.
so we sucked, yes. But like, it was bad though. I remember one time I think we lost to like Del Valle, like. Oh, it's like 67 to like 7 or something. It was even 7. I think it was 6. It was 6 because I don't think we even made the extra fucking points. So.
Fucking down. Eric goes to down wire, so he's like super stoked that he's like, oh fuck, even since back then. But yeah, dude, I played football like my first 2 years, or I didn't even finish my sophomore year, and I messed up my knee again. So my dad was like, I'm not paying for any more surgeries. Stick to baseball where you don't get hurt. So I just ended up sticking to playing baseball.
That's
Didn't
right,
you get
did
hurt
play
again
baseball.
anyway though?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember. That makes more sense now. I'm trying to remember.
yeah, I did end up getting hurt. Well, I like broke a finger. It's not a big deal.
You can still play like that.
Yeah, I did. but yeah, dude. Yeah, I remember those days. Those were like fun times. Like every time I go back, I don't want to open the yearbook. You know, when people say like close the yearbook, but every once in a while I reminisce. Like it's cool to like think like, man, we were just stupid kids with no responsibilities, and like
I missed the no responsibilities, bro.
yeah, and now like some people at this table have way more responsibility than others. Like
I don't got none.
it's like, dude, I sell a headstone or two, but he's playing in front of thousands of people. You
That's
got music
crazy.
deadlines, I'm sure, and
Yeah.
I kind of want to get into that. Like, as far as like you releasing music, because right now you currently have like you're with Dimmock. Is it still Dimmock, or you do different labels?
Right now, for the past like I think maybe I want to say a year, I've been releasing with Monster Cat.
Okay.
Prior to that, yeah, it was Dimmock, but I've been releasing on Monster Cat recently.
Okay.
So right now I'm currently wrapping up an album that's gonna come out in what is that, in June, I think.
Oh shit,
I don't know.
Oh.
One of everything just kind of gets jumbled, but yeah, I think it's June. So
June.
I'm wrapping that up. It has I think it's like 14 or 15 songs. So
Oh shit,
yeah,
that's good. Hell yeah,
good
hell
job,
yeah.
bro, with that air horn.
He's ready. He's ready. Okay. If you need a feature, Eric can hit the air horn.
Dude, anytime I hear that, it reminds me of Nacho Libre.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Eagle Powers, bro. That's my shit right there, bro.
That movie's so like it's so stale but funny. Like
Haven't seen it.
no, dude, you need to watch it. You
Oh,
need
you
to
haven't
watch
seen
it.
that movie? Oh, dude.
Is it on anything?
Netflix?
It was on Netflix.
Oh,
yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
last time I checked.
I feel like
yeah.
it's always on some streaming thing. You know what's funny is like the Minecraft movie. I went to go watch that with my son.
Yeah.
And I feel like he was basically that character, but in like Minecraft.
Oh,
Like he was
okay.
just like he's just dumb. Not in
Yeah.
a bad way, but like
yeah, but like dumb, like Patrick Star dumb, or like what I
like
mean?
he was like making those
silly
like
dumb.
faces and like sound effects and like just, like funny accents
me?
and shit.
No, silly.
Oh, they said Sunny.
No,
I was like,
no.
you jerk.
not you. Well, you're dumb too, but that's fine. We're not gonna talk about that. So you were saying back to like his character's like Nacho Libre.
That's what I felt like. I mean, like he he kind of like changes his voice like at the end of certain words to like I don't know.
Emphasize it and like kind of be a little punchliney or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. He was just doing that throughout the whole movie.
I haven't seen that one. I did kind of want to watch it, just because everybody's kind of talking about it right now. So.
I think it's fun, dude.
Yeah.
Like I saw a lot of like both like bad and good, but the thing is like I think if you go in there trying to like expect like a crazy storyline and like
Yeah, it's
it's
freaking
like, bro,
Minecraft. it's pretty
Minecraft.
much like the game.
it's,
Yeah.
it's literally bro. It's like it's fun.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed watching it a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like if you go in there trying to be just like a snob about it, dude, like you're not gonna enjoy it. But I mean, like if you're just trying to have fun, and I mean, I've seen videos of people like throwing popcorn and going crazy. Like
And he told me
throw a
about
chicken.
Somebody threw a chicken.
Yeah.
Like
they
like
brought
a
a chicken.
like a live chicken.
No, like a
rotisserie?
roast chicken.
way.
A chicken jockey.
What the hell? What the fuck?
Yeah, anytime the chicken jockey part would come on, dude, people were like started doing like the most like absurd shit, bro.
Oh, then I'll just wait for this shit to come out like on Netflix.
If you want-
You don't want to be in the theater, bro.
that. The face of chicken.
Just like, oh,
Nah, people like throwing popcorn, like literally, like they'll stand up and everyone just starts throwing popcorn, dude.
That's
imagine working at the
crazy.
fucking movie theaters.
I'd be
Like,
pissed.
I'm not working in the Minecraft movie.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this fucking movie to get out of the theaters.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
facts.
Bro. Oh, well, anyway, with the fact that we're talking about games, I think it's a good segue to talk about you gaming, bro. I know that that's like a big part of your thing, like
For sure.
a part of your like your life. You incorporate. You're big. I've seen your highlights of like Rocket League. Like every time you post it, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So is that like your go-to game?
I mean, yeah, so I would say like so I've been playing that game for I don't even know, dude. Like 9 years now.
The game's hard.
Yeah.
I tried playing.
Oh, dude, I mean,
It's not that hard.
I tried playing. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's free to play now.
it's definitely like I think the learning curve on that is probably one of the hardest to learn.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to like Fortnite and like compared to like Call of Duty, I would say like it takes much longer to get good at Rocket League. But yeah, so I've been playing that one forever. I do play Fortnite. I used to play Apex a lot. I was actually really good at Apex at one point, like during COVID.
Yeah. We all had that
Oh,
COVID
yeah.
moment
Yeah,
where like we
had
were just like
Warzone.
Warzone. We were like, hey, we're gonna hop on Warzone. Like we would text each other like that.
We even had a group chat where like hop on.
Yeah, that's all. I have a group chat now, and everyone in that chat basically we all met through, not through I guess kind of, not through Apex. Like we found each other there,
Yeah.
but we were kind of like mutual friends of other people, and we all kind of came together, and we would literally play like 12 hours a day, like every day.
Yeah.
And so now we're all like best friends and shit. So.
That's cool.
Oh,
man.
that's
That's cool.
cool.
I can't really play Apex anymore though.
Or
Nah,
not.
It's too
boring.
confusing. It's like
yeah.
Yeah, I
because I
couldn't
played
figure
since
it
like
out.
season 1, and so like
Okay.
I stopped playing for a while, and then like I started playing again, but then like it got too confusing for me, and so I just like stopped playing.
Yeah, for me, I felt like the game got really stale because I used to like that was like my ultimate like favorite game at the time. Like
Yeah.
it was like up there with like when, well, I mean for me personally, obviously, but I liked it as much as I did like like Halo 2 when that came out.
Oh, Halo 2 was dope.
I was like in love with
Yeah.
Apex.
My top was like Mortal Kombat, Halo, and Madden. Like those are the ones like you couldn't fuck with me.
I love Madden, but I used to get my ass kicked online all the time.
Dude, it's just like another level
It is.
online. Like you play with face to face with like whoever, and you're like, okay, it's a competitive shit. And like online, like people will put up 50 points on you in the first half, and you're like, I'm fucking over this.
Yeah, I think that's what it always is. Like you think you're good because you beat your homies and your homies.
Yeah.
But then for some reason, dude, as soon as you go online, it's just like you ain't shit, bro.
Yeah.
and it's very humbling. To be
Yeah,
honest.
the same goes with Mortal Kombat. Like
Oh,
I will not play Mortal Kombat online because you get your ass
played
whipped.
some people.
You get humbled, but it
Yeah.
starts like as it starts recognizing your skill level.
Your skill, and once
Yeah,
it gets to
fuck
something
that,
higher, I'm like,
dude.
nah.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, dude, that's cool. I just wanted to touch on that because I'm like, oh shit,
And
I
he
didn't
told me,
know
I was
that
like,
you
oh
were,
shit.
like super into fucking gaming and shit.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
play like I try to play like every day if I can, because for me it's just like a nice little like escape. I mean, even though I'm getting my ass kicked and I'm like fucking frustrated, it's like still relaxing.
It's something else to think about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, so I was touching on that, and then the other thing that I wanted to touch on is like your writing process, because I know that goes hand in hand. I saw you. I don't know where you said it, but you're like, it goes hand in hand with like your gaming. Like if you feel burnt out from writing, like you'll go game, and like is that still the case?
oh, for sure. Yeah. There's some days where obviously like you're gonna feel burnt out quicker, more frustrated. Like just say like you're trying to make a song and like it's just not coming out the way you wanted to, or whatever the case might be.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just go. I'm like, you know what? All right, I'm just gonna hop on Xbox for the next like 6 hours and just play that, because you also don't want to burn yourself out to the point where it's like you don't want to make music like for
Like unenjoyable.
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing that was like at a certain point it becomes almost like a job.
Yeah.
Because like you're trying to like make big songs so you can like, you know, go further in your career, and like you almost forget that it's supposed to be about like fun.
Yeah.
Like you
Showing your
forget the reason
creativity.
why like you came or you started that to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it's like sometimes I have to like just kind of stop myself and then be like, okay, cool, look, just you can come back to it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or like you can even come back to it next week. Like you don't have to try to make music and like force it every single day.
Yeah, you're not gonna knock out like 3 songs one day or whatever, like how people do. Like they just lock themselves in the room, and like I feel like that's kind of like forcing you to like. For me, at least, I mean, for a lot of people, I would say like it doesn't let the creative juices flow, you know. So
Yeah, I mean, and everyone's different too. It's like there's some people who are able to like lock themselves in a room and go ahead and just, you know, bang shit out. But I mean, I can usually make like, if I'm on a roll and if it's a good day, you know, I could probably finish like 2-3 songs, or like remixes, whatever that, you know, whatever it may be. But then there's some days where I can't make a song for like 2 weeks.
yeah,
And it just really depends on like a lot of things. It can, you know, it depends on like inspiration. Just depends on maybe how you're feeling just in general. Like maybe if you're having like a stressful week, maybe just, you know, with life things,
true.
you know, that could affect you making music. There's just so many things, dude.
There's a question that I'm gonna ask that's probably like maybe weird, but
Nah, it's all just
not weird. Maybe. Now that I said it, maybe it's weird. Okay. Like, does your emotion, like, let's say some days, you know, some days it happens to everybody. Some days you feel lower than the other days. Some days you feel happier than other days. If you go in like, let's say for instance, you go in like down in the dumps into the studio.
You'll feel it in the music.
Is that are you gonna feel that in like your type of music? Are you gonna like probably go with something like that, or because this is a little bit maybe different than, or maybe not than like, you know, country music or hip hop or whatever, because you're kind of separated from it.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, I mean, obviously there's genres for it, like subgenres inside like dubstep. For like, say I wanted to do something that's a bit more, like say I was feeling like
Emotional,
then I could definitely maybe write some like some prettier dubstep stuff, you know. But usually if I'm feeling like, just say like
hype all the time, bro. You're hype every day. It feels like.
For the most part, I am. But I would say not that I don't. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe I do suffer from like depression, but like I don't know. But
So we're finding things out about you right now.
There's just some day
occurring.
I think I might, honestly, but like I think it's something that like I've kind of like learned to like accept,
Yeah,
and not be like maybe like ashamed about it, because I feel like for a while I was like, nah.
you hide it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I do sometimes, you know, especially like there'd be just some days where I wake up and I'm just kind of like not
feeling it.
like, yeah, just like don't feel okay. I feel sad. I feel almost like you know, like my career's not gonna work out, and like I'm not worthy of this, and
Yeah.
it just kind of becomes like that, you know. So and it happens like, you know, occasionally, maybe like once a week, like once every 2 weeks. It just I don't know when it happens. It just I'll be having a great day,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden I'm just like sad,
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, dude, damn, this sucks. But as far as music, not really, dude. Honestly, I think anytime I feel like that, I kind of just like either game or just like go lay down on the couch. I don't think I even want to make music when I'm feeling like that.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah, because I mean that's crazy, because it also reminds you like everybody has these feelings, whether you're on top of the world or whether, you know, you're at the bottom. Like this stuff can make you feel this way, but you can't let it take over your life.
Yeah.
You can't let it consume you. You have to feel that emotion, but don't let it consume you. Because I mean, yeah, we've all been guilty of like, man, like, am I actually worthy of doing what I'm doing? Is it worth me getting up today? If I get up out of bed, is anybody gonna care?
Yeah.
Like everybody has those feelings. And
I feel like if you're feeling that stuff and you put it into your music, it could either go one of two ways. It'll make you feel better, or it'll make you feel worse, because like now you're listening to that song over and over again. Yeah. So you're like, okay, well, I felt that during that song. Like you don't want to play it anymore,
bro.
That's a good point, but I also think that obviously, emotions like that aren't exclusive to like one person.
That's
so
true.
I think
it helps the crowd feel it too.
Exactly, because a lot of people go through stuff like that, especially like nowadays. It's like people dealing with like a lot of like financial hardship. Just with dealing with just life in general, whether it's financial or not. So it's like I feel like that you could definitely even if you put something out, it could help people, or or it could make it worse for them.
That's true.
It just depends on each person.
Dude, honestly, with me, like I have that problem where like if I'm feeling sad, I'll put sad music to feel fucking sadder. I want to feel it.
Yeah, because it helps you get over it faster.
I hit the fucking Billie Eilish playlist and I just fucking sit in my room like, let's just do this. I'm leaning into it today.
Honestly, man, no,
like
it does feel.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, dude. Why are you exposing me now? Dude, sometimes I listen to like some really like emotional shit.
Or Violent from that one girl.
Oh yeah, Carol's daughter. Oh yeah,
I think.
Jesus Christ.
Dude,
whose daughter?
Oh, there's an artist called Carol's daughter.
That's such an interesting name.
Yeah,
I like it a lot, but I also don't like that name.
There's only one song that I have. It's called Violent, and it's like I put it on when I'm sometimes. It's a good song. Look it up. When you get out here, I'll send it to you so you can. It's actually it's a catchy song, but it's like it's kind of.
I don't think
sad.
I've heard it.
Yeah,
I kind of like that.
It's a breakup song.
The concept of that name, though. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that.
Carol's daughter.
Because like of how simple that is. Because you could literally be like, yo, let's just say you had a friend. Let's just say, I don't know, fucking Bob.
Yeah.
You could literally be like Bob's friend. That's
Bob's
your artist
friend.
name.
That's crazy.
It's like it is like so like simple, but it's like it kind of sounds kind of cool because it's like. I don't know. I'm just like mind blown right
That
now.
is cool because it could sound like, oh, you're not speaking about somebody famous. You're talking about Carol's daughter. Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, like, oh, right there, that's Carol's daughter.
That's
and it's
Carol's
like,
daughter.
Oh my god. You're like, oh, that's Bob's friend. You're like, oh, what? It just sounds so like.
Yeah. For first things, people would say like, who the fuck's Carol?
That's a good point though. Like,
it's so confusing. How did you come up with Riot Ten?
No, yeah, shit. Okay. It's actually really simple, and it's like I kind of hate that it's how simple it is, but. So basically, and I've always made kind of like high energy music. Yeah. And so I was thinking of a name. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, what would a crazy crowd look like? So I was like, okay, like could it look like a riot? So I was like, okay, cool, riot. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, what would be a crazy riot? And I was like, okay, well, what's like maybe 1 through 10, like 10 being the craziest. So I was like, okay, cool. So Riot 10. Yeah.
That's real trap shit.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so it's really simple, honestly. And it's like, I mean, now I don't like my name.
No?
Like,
I think it's
so much.
It
I don't
rolls
hate it
off
so
the
much.
tongue.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, it rolls off the tongue. I think it's simple. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people, because we've been on other podcasts and like the main question that like they'll ask is like, why Death in a Hoodie? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, there's no reason. Really.
We're just like, I don't know.
It sounds cool.
It sounds cool. And I even told Sonny, I'm like, I want to like have a logo where we can draw that like make it look cool, like a cute little logo. So it was like, okay, well we can draw the Grim Reaper in a little red hoodie, and like that's it. And so literally like the logo, don't
it's
do
a picture
it
now.
Oh fuck! Well, I'm glad you did that because John is back there. He's
My
pissed.
bad, John.
So I'm not editing this episode, and that brings me to a good segue here. Shout out to Marlac Productions in the building, sponsoring this episode. And John, appreciate you. And now he's got to find our logo to put it there. She does that like every episode where. She'll be like, we're talking about something. She's like, oh yeah, put a picture. And I'm like, dude, I have to fucking do that later when I'm editing. Like, it makes me want to fucking exactly like that. You know what I mean? Crash out. So, let me do this too.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
let me get this. This podcast is sponsored by Zamorano's Monument Company. Zamorano's Monument Company for when, Sonny?
For when you need it written in stone.
Dude, Lola, sorry.
Awesome.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Appreciate it. So back to it though.
But sometimes the simplest things can be like really big, like how like your name. You know, ours is getting there.
Yeah,
one day.
We're good. We're good.
No, I definitely agree. Like, I mean, I think it's always like the simplest things. I mean, because people like things they can understand easily. Like when you have to
pronunciate something like really long.
I'm like, oh, I can't pronounce that.
Yeah.
So you know what's funny is like for the past 2 weeks, I've been like thinking of like artist names. So I'm starting a side project. It's gonna be like more so like hard dance or like hard techno, and I was trying to think of a name for like 3 weeks, bro. And it was like I was so stressed, and I was bothering my girlfriend about it, and like I was bothering my manager and whatever. Like he was coming with names. I thought I had found a cool name, and then I was like, this fucking sucks. And then there was a deadline though, because
you have to submit it.
Yeah, because it's kind of funny. So I'm basically collabing with myself. So like Riot Ten is collabing with my side project on a hard techno. I'm not sure if you heard my song. It's called like I Hate EDM.
Oh, so I think I've heard that.
It's like a hard techno VIP of my own song. So it's basically like my own remix.
Okay.
But I'm doing it as a collab with my side project to kind of introduce that as my, you know.
Oh, that's cool.
Your alias, your other alias.
Right. So
that's really cool.
The name I came up with after all this time.
Let's hear it.
So before I say it,
okay, let's explain it a little bit.
So before I say it, it's meant to be like very obvious.
Okay.
Very obvious, like that it's quote unquote EDM.
Okay.
Or say electronic music.
Right.
So it's meant to be very obvious. It's meant to be very like playful, not to be like taken super fucking serious. Okay. So
he's like, it's one of you now.
So the name of it is Rave Punk 9000.
Rave Punk 9000.
Yeah.
Shit.
Dude, honestly,
that's
not bad. That's good. I like it.
It's like a little gamer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like it's almost like a gamer tag almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I like that.
I was just trying to go for something like that's playful. Like, so if I wanted to do something, let's just say I want to make something like ridiculous on a song that's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, who made the song? Oh, Rave Punk 9000. Okay, like you can't be like, well, I mean, dude, his name's fucking fun.
Yeah.
It's meant to be fun.
It's
you know?
just like, this guy probably doesn't take it serious. It's fine. It's
exactly.
Yeah. I like that, bro. And you know what's cool? It's like that's. I feel like that's almost exclusive to EDM, like because like Clockwork does that with RL Grime.
Yeah.
There's Dylan Francis and DJ Hansel. Right, like a lot of people are doing that now, so that's like really cool. That's cool, man.
I think instead of like recreating themselves, they're like, let me just make another person, like another person.
Yeah, it's also because like I already have, obviously I'm known for like more so like dubstep stuff, you know, for bass music, and I don't want to put out music like hard techno stuff like that as Riot Ten and then confuse my fans where
they think he's changed now, he's going soft or he's going to a different route. That
or like even at shows, they're expecting, let's just say, you know, dubstep.
Oh, okay.
And I started to incorporate more
like hard techno
stuff. Those people are gonna be pissed because like they didn't come for that. But then other people are like, oh, maybe they discovered me through my hard techno. Then they hear me play the hard dubstep, and they're like, what the fuck is this?
It's like EDC, like where you have like the different stages. Like he'd be at a different stage, not bass punk.
Yeah. So
you can also double dip now too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just gonna and I mean honestly, like, and that's what's cool about it too is that since I already, you know, I have my stuff established as Riot Ten and those connections, you know, I'm able to use those for my other project as well. Yeah. And kind of boost that too.
So maybe you'll be at Bass Pod for one night, and then the next night you can go and do like the techno stage.
What other one, huh?
I don't remember, dude. You've been to EDC. I've only seen it on TV.
There's Circuit Grounds. There's oh, I forgot.
You're starting to sound like you thought you knew.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, she's like,
wow. Circuit Grounds, Bass Pod. There's the main one with the flower in the front. What is it called? Kinetic. Oh yeah, that's the big one. Yeah. Oh no, not Kinetic. So it's the one like where you go down the stairs.
Not gonna lie, anytime I've ever been in,
that one's the house one.
In the crowd,
it's backstage.
I've been.
Yeah, he's like.
I've been just like super lit, dude.
Yeah.
So I don't I don't remember where anything's located. None of that.
I remember like I'm gonna bring up high school again, but I remember like you were super into beer pong.
Oh, dude, I still am.
Right. And I think I heard that from someone who's like, oh, dude, he still plays beer pong. And I'm like, And it was kind of weird because they were like, you would play beer pong and he would play like fucking competitive. Like he didn't like losing. I remember being at, like, I think there was like 1 or 2 parties where we were all playing beer pong and you had, I remember who you were
in
playing
college,
with.
right?
Yeah, nah, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. We were bad
over
kids.
21.
Yeah. Scarlett and Sophia, go to bed, bro. You can't watch this. But yeah, we were playing, like they were playing beer pong and this dude was like crushing people. I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, these fools, they take it serious.
Yeah, and honestly, I still do, bro. Like,
I heard that you had like a little thing where you were like backstage playing beer pong, like at like some festivals with fans and stuff. Is that true?
yeah, so I have so when the venue allows it or festivals allow it, we'll have a like I'll request like a beer pong like meet and greet. So basically just just do a meet and greet and then play like a game of beer pong with the contest winners. It's usually like a contest thing that we run.
Cool.
And sometimes even just in regular shows. Like even the shows here in El Paso, when I throw my shows here in El Paso,
Yeah.
I make sure there's a beer pong table backstage.
So you just get super lit, dude. That's so cool, man.
No, it's fun, dude, and it's like because I don't know, because I feel like a lot of times now like backstage is so like serious.
Really?
It's like not as fun anymore. So like I try to like bring because I'll bring like a speaker and I'll play music off Bluetooth and it's like almost like a party backstage when I have my shows.
Yeah.
And that's what it kind of is. I just want everyone to have fun. Because a lot of these other stages like or backstages like for a lot of artists sometimes they're like very serious and it's quiet. And there's like nothing.
Which kind of sucks though, because you're supposed to be like hype, like that's your show and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's different things for different people.
Yeah.
But like for me, I just like to have fun with my friends and like someone's like a celebration.
Yeah.
Like oh, we're playing in the city tonight. Let's have fun. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like so on this past tour, I think I only lost like maybe like 5 games of beer pong the whole tour.
God
Oh, damn.
That's a good record, bro. That's a good
Yeah, I think
record.
it was like it had to have been like maybe like 30-5, dude, or something like that.
That's cool, man. So like you mentioned backstage and you know, as us, you know, we've never been backstage at a festival or at a rave. Really? No. I was like, what?
I'm usually in the back because I don't like to get pushed around.
Yeah.
So like I'm in the back.
No, but I'm saying behind the stage, like with Riot Ten. What is that like? Like, do you obviously you make like, you know, peers and you collab with people and stuff like that. For the most part, like, what's that community feel like? I'll give you like kind of like an example. Like some comedians, like they hang out. There's like a close split. And then like there's other places, like there's other comedians that like they won't even talk to each other. Is it similar or is it?
I guess it really depends on the other artists that are there. There's some artists that I get along with much more than others. There's some artists that just like for me, I like to show up like maybe like 2 hours before my set, and I'll like hang out and like have some drinks and like party. And then there's some artists who will show up like 30 minutes before their set and just play, and then they leave right after. So some do that because they're like sober now. Yeah, which I totally like.
Respect.
Totally respect that. Yeah. So some of them do that to kind of get away from like the partying and stuff like that. Some are just kind of like a little bit more on the antisocial side.
True.
So it really just depends on where you are. I mean, I feel like I enjoy festival backstages because like there's more artists, so you get to kind of just like hang out with everybody, and it's like you're outside and it's fun.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question now. Have you ever been like starstruck? Like, and if you were, who gave you that feeling? Where there was like, holy shit, I'm talking to this person right now.
Right.
You know? Riot Ten.
There was. I'm just trying to remember who exactly it was. I was nervous to go talk to. Probably the Chainsmokers. Even though I talked to them, I text one of them, but I had never met them. Man, we were at EDC Mexico, so I texted them, "Hey, you guys are here?" And they're like, "Yeah, come say what's up." So I just remember going. I was like at the door. I was just like, "Oh shit!" And I was like nervous.
Chainsmokers are on the side.
And then like I guess their TM or somebody opened the door, and they were like, "He's like, what's up?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I just wanted to come say hi to the guys." They're like, "Oh, no, right now they're busy." I was like, "Dude, I was just texting this dude."
No.
He's like, "Oh, my bad." I was like, oh man. I was like, all right,
dude. I would have like my anxiety ass. I would have been like, okay, so I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.
I did that one time though with DJ Snake because I talked to DJ Snake as well, and he had told me to come say what's up as well. And when I went though, his TM he was much meaner though. He whoever opened the door is like, oh no man, he's busy right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, I just want to say hi real quick. Nah, you can't, man. And he just like closed the door. And I was like, okay.
Oh fuck.
Like, so I texted like Snake later, and I was like, yo, dude, like, I tried to say what's up, but I couldn't. So there's that. But going back to your question, as far as starstruck, dude, not really. I mean, I think it would probably more so like rappers that I've been around that I've been like really nervous to approach, but that's also a different genre and a totally different thing. They're like they're way more intimidating than
that's
DJs
true.
are. Like DJs are not that intimidating.
Like the big and bad, like the jocks, you know, like the ones that are all.
Yeah, I feel like the computer nerds or like the DJs because like you guys are into the computers and stuff and and like editing and all this shit and like you put your song together and they're just there to like rap and smoke big old joints. You know what I mean? So it's like,
much more intimidating. So I think it would have to be maybe like that, but I know
you did that collab with Young Buck and I was like, holy fuck, Young Buck. Like,
I never met him though, unfortunately. No, it was all done online.
No.
Yeah. It was Young Buck.
And then you had the big do not your alarm in the middle of the pod. God damn you.
Oh yeah, that alarm is like traumatizing.
That was traumatizing.
It said wake the fuck up, but nobody heard it.
So you also I think one of the first things where I was like, oh, he's on an arc now was the rapper that got you support was A$AP Ferg when you did his remix.
That was cool.
That was that intimidating? Like, did you met up with him, right?
Yeah. So how about that? So it's funny because back then, I look back on it now and it's like, because I used to dress different back then. And I look back on it and I'm like, dude, you dress like shit. Like, I would go like places like khaki, like shorts. I mean, I matched, but it was like khaki shorts and like a shirt. And it just, like, I didn't look cool. Oh. And that was around that time that I was working with Ferg. And because I'll see pictures and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, everybody else in the photos are all iced out, and then you're there in like khaki shorts, like a shirt.
Yeah, dude, I'm wearing like just like and it's like not a tight shirt, but it's like it's my shirt, but it's like not.
You didn't dress for like who you were with, I guess, for like the occasion.
Yeah, because I hung out with him for Neon Desert one year.
Okay.
He performed my remix or whatever.
Yeah.
At Neon Desert. And after it was me, him, Tory Lanez, and then there was a female artist. I forgot. She makes electronic music though. She's really cool. But we all went to his hotel, his hotel room, and we were literally just kicking it for like hours. And they were just talking. I basically didn't say anything. I just sat in the corner in the chair and I was just like listening to them the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. Like Ferg has always been a really cool dude, and like I haven't spoken to him in a while actually, but I had a more of a relationship with his what's his name? His DJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they were all really cool. So around that time though, like you were saying that like that was definitely a really huge like moment in my career. Is when he was like when I would see videos of him performing that remix. Like the first one I think was in Australia.
Yeah, I remember you sharing that shit, and I would just be like, oh, can you imagine?
Yeah, no, it's still pretty cool to like think that too.
Like something you made in your bedroom is like being played in front of an audience in Australia. Like that must have been like a cool.
That's still always really weird to me. Like the fact that it's just something that I made. Let's just say could have made it on random ass Monday.
Yeah.
You know, like just and now that is like or whatever specific song. You know, now that song is being listened to somebody or by somebody. Let's just say in the gym or those people are like
chanting your words like
at shows and stuff.
Shows, yeah.
And it's really weird. Yeah, it's like it's because it's so like simple. Like because anyone can make anything that's gonna mean something to somebody just literally just on a computer and like it's you know.
Yeah. I mean that's cool, man. That like I'm soaking it in and I'm like, God damn, like that's the dream right there. That's cool, man. That's really dope. Really cool, and honestly, bro, like props, bro. Like congrats. Like
I appreciate you.
I feel like El Paso is like one of two ways. I feel like it's split in half, but there's some people that'll do the whole Hispanic thing, like he feels like he's too big, and then they kind of like shit on it, or like the other half, which is like the half that we like to, speak with, is like the ones that are like, dude, that is so cool, congrats, like that are there for you, like to push to, like, you know what I mean, like to be supportive. You know what I mean? You're doing something that like is really hard, requires a lot of like effort and time, and so it's like, dude, like I'm glad that your career has like taken off, and I'm glad that it's the longevity of it too. I mean, you've been in the game for like 10, 15 years now. You know what I mean? That's crazy, dude. Like,
yeah, I mean, I've been making music now for like.
Well, since high school, I remember you were making like hip hop beats and stuff.
I was like rapping. Yeah, that shit was terrible.
Were you terrible?
I mean, people fucked with it though. Like, classmates at least. Like the high school people.
Our classmates.
That classmates fucked with it, but like, yeah. The more I kind of like went on, I was like, I think I'm better at making beats than I am like rapping on them.
Yeah.
So
okay.
But yeah, dude, no, it's.
Have you ever thought of like maybe getting on a track and rapping on it yourself, or no?
Fuck no, dude.
No.
Nah, bro. You know what? The most I'll do. This is the most I'll do, is that I won't rap, but if this is, say there's like some words or specific things that need to be said, like just small little lines. Like my song Bass Bop. It says hit him with that bass bop.
Yeah.
So that's
me. That you?
So that's me, but
you modulated it though, obviously.
Yeah. So what I did is I put that into like an AI voice changer, and it was basically like a Siri or like a robot voice changer. So I turned it into like a robot thing, and then I threw it into like FL Studio, and then just basically like processed it and added more of like effects to it,
right,
to keep it simple. But yeah, it's just more effects, and that's how I got that vocal. So that's the most I'll do. But I'm not rapping on anything now.
I like that way you just looked at me like, fuck
no.
Nah, dude.
Louis will do it for you. He got you.
Oh fuck no, dude! This. I cannot rap. I was talking on the last podcast how like back then, like the thing to do was like everybody would get drunk, and then they would play like an instrumental, and then everybody trying to fucking freestyle over it.
I hate that shit, bro.
I hated that at a party so much, bro.
And everybody would be feeling themselves.
To, like, actually pay attention.
You sit there and be like, all right, guys, we all suck, dude. Like, and then they would be like, Louis, go. And I'm like, fuck no, dude.
That's smart of you to do that.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. You know what I used to hate the most, bro? Is like when these like cholos and shit at these like house parties back when we were like kids.
Yeah.
They'd come up to me and I was DJing and they're like, yo, bro. He's like, can you play this instrumental? He's like, do you have a mic? I was like, dog, I'm not going to stop the fucking music for the party. Play an instrumental so you can rap. I wouldn't say it like that because they look kind of scary.
Yeah. But you said it like, man, I don't have a mic, and then you put your mic away.
Yeah, and I was like, nah, bro. Like there's nothing to put connect your phone to or some shit. And I was just like, all right, I can't do that. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Like anything I could to
avoid it
without getting beat up. That was like, yeah. Because those shows back then, bro. These parties, they were
crazy,
super
bro.
sus,
super
bro.
Weird, like always. And then they would come in and you'd be like, this fucking party's gonna get raided or cops.
But at least back then it was like, you get like a fight, like a fist fight. Now it's like guns and knives.
Dude, it's crazy.
It's crazy now. It is a lot more crazy.
Like
now.
all these kids have guns. Like I don't even know why. Like I don't understand. Like
now it's like you're like somebody could leave like
not leave
unalive.
Yeah, unalive.
They won't leave.
Yeah.
Leave in a grave. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, that's cool to reminisce and go back and hear you like your origin and all that stuff with your rapping and now like how far you've come. Like that's cool, man. It's cool. It really is. We are coming to like the second half. I mean, not the second half, the end actually of this pod. But before we go, there's a couple like stupid questions I want to ask you, and I save them for the end just in case like if people hopped off now, I don't sound like an idiot. But there's questions that I wanted to ask you that I'm like kind of silly to ask. Maybe I should ask, but I'm like, nah, fuck no, I'm gonna save it for the episode.
You're curious.
I'm curious.
I'm cool with whatever, dude. Okay. Honestly, I'm cool to answer whatever questions.
So you put like sometimes you put up like 2-hour sets or 90-minute sets, right? Like yeah. You be drinking sometimes, right? Playing beer pong. Do you ever have to piss?
Oh,
like while you're up there?
There's a bottle underneath.
Funny that you mentioned that actually.
Yeah.
So my bladder sucks. So
same.
I think it's just with age, dude. I can't.
He puts in a catheter for the show.
Dude, I want to start doing that because it's so basically the reason why is there's been dude, I'm gonna say almost not every show, but almost like recently, almost every show, I'll leave stage, bro, and go to the restroom like during my set.
You know that I don't notice that. I've seen I noticed it once, and I was like, people fucking do that. They just leave their music playing, and go to the restroom, come back.
I usually try to to announce it. Like I'll be like, hey, look, guys. I really need to pee. I'm like, and I don't want to pee on stage. I'm like, so if you guys don't mind real quick, I'm gonna run real quick. I'm gonna play a song for you guys, but I'm gonna run. I'll be right back.
Holy fuck, that's crazy.
I was in run.
I'm just because the thing is, the reason why I do that though is because like if I feel like uncomfortable on stage, I'm not able to give like that energy I want to give.
Right.
Because like your bladder's full and you're jumping around and shit.
Jumping,
nothing
dancing.
Yeah.
So I'll ask him like, yo, I'll tell the crowd, I'm like, yo, like, you guys mind real quick? And they'll be like, sometimes you'll hear somebody be like, yeah, I mind, or like, yeah, like, don't do it or whatever the fuck. And I'm like,
I'm about to piss.
Like, you're still like a regular person.
Exactly my point though. It's like I'm still gonna play a song. Like you guys still get to like enjoy it, but like I'm just gonna run. So honestly, like almost
you play a song on like a 16 bar loop. You just play a song on a loop for like the longest. You like go take a piss. I
try to play on the longest song I can.
He's just like, okay, I got 3 minutes 30 seconds.
Yeah. I try to. I mean, I run. Like I don't walk to the restroom. I run to the restroom to try to come back fast. But there's been times on for festivals where that's not you can't do that at festivals. So because the restrooms are far.
Yeah.
So those times, there's been a couple times where I had to like pee in like a bottle or like a
I'm surprised they don't have like
on stage.
Yeah, no, I peed while I was performing. Yeah.
Oh fuck, that is crazy.
I mean, I wasn't jumping around peeing.
Like hell yeah, it's out.
No, but also you have to be careful though that there's like make sure obviously there's like an LED in front of the booth.
Oh yeah.
Because there's sometimes they only have a table and you can see past that.
Yeah, you see your feet.
Yeah.
Oh
so
fuck.
I always make sure okay, cool. Well, this stage has a LED in front of it. So it's usually at festivals and they usually do because they're big festivals and big production.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's one time I just peed in a cup, but the thing is like there's a lot of pee and I had to switch to a second cup, dude. No, I had to pick to the second. Yeah. So this was already like filled to the top. And then the second one, I was like, dude, I need another cup. So then my girlfriend was there, luckily, and I just like handed it to her. But I was like, dude, like just put that somewhere where no one's gonna like accidentally pick it up, dude.
They're like, oh my god, look at this weird colored beer.
Yeah, bro. So like, and then so I did 2 of those, right? Whatever. And then when I got off stage though, I went to go get them to throw them away. They weren't there anymore. And I was like, yo, hopefully someone saw what I was doing. And they're like, okay, it's obvious.
It's piss.
Or someone was really drunk and took them and made a mistake.
It's like, is this warm tea?
It was like a ginger tea or something, bro. But yeah, so there's been a couple times where I've had to pee like in cups too.
She took your cup.
Yeah,
that's love right there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, she's done that a couple times. There's been a couple times where I've had to. I think she was one time they didn't have any like there was no cups or something, and she had to bring one of those buckets. No,
not
you know,
not that much love.
You know those buckets for like beer buckets.
Yeah,
like those like metal tin ones, whatever.
Oh no!
So she brought one of those, and I had to pee in that. While I like, she had to like hold it, and I was like, but the thing is, you don't understand how
the
hard
loud
it is.
sound.
We don't know how hard it is though to like be trying to like mix and like,
trying to aim at
enough to and like relax enough to pee.
Yeah, because you have to relax like the muscles.
Yeah, dude.
Oh fuck, dude, that is.
It's actually, and then in front of like, and you knowing that you're on stage and like everyone around you.
It's like everyone's watching you.
20,000 people watching you piss right now.
It is so much harder than what it sounds like, dude. Yeah.
Imagine one person like.
I don't even like somebody going into the restroom with me. Like I get uncomfortable. Imagine that. Oh my god, I'd be too nervous.
For like jobs, like the drug tests, they have to watch you pee in some drug tests. Like I can't even pee one person, like a doctor watching me. I'm like, dude, like look away. It's like,
yeah, that sucks. But I mean, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Yeah. No, dude, you're committed to the craft, dog.
Yeah. We appreciate it. Like, I'm in that crowd.
That's something we appreciate. And then maybe another question I want to ask is, right now you've had big collabs. I saw that you just came out with a song with Dioro.
Mm-hmm.
You've worked with Stevie Aoki in the past. Estevan. And I like that one time he was coming here and he put on the sign Esteban.
Oh, he did.
Esteban
Aoki. He did.
I thought that shit was so funny. I thought it was
smart.
cool. And so I know that you've done like big collabs. But is there anything right now, like a dream collab or a collab that you want to have happen that hasn't happened yet?
I mean, I think everyone wants to like work with Skrillex, but that's just a thing.
Yeah.
Everyone does. So I mean, so sure that one, but I think more so with rappers. I would really like to work with like Meek Mill. Like I'm a huge fan of Meek Mill.
Yeah.
Also, I'm a really big fan of like Boss Man D-Lo right now.
Okay.
So, but honestly, they're more so rappers as far as like dream collabs go. As far as like producers wise,
Yeah.
not really, dude. Honestly, I mean, like I would like to them like work with specific artists, I guess, but it wouldn't be like
a dream
a
collab.
dream collab. Nah, it's more so like for rappers, I would say, like for vocalists on tracks.
And bring you a different crowd too.
Yeah, so it's like I think a lot of people I
audience.
like to work with are probably more so out of my genre versus in my genre.
That's really cool is that you kind of jump genres. I've seen like you have like hip hop, you have your hard trap, which is what you started with,
Right.
and your dubstep. Like that's cool, man. That's cool that you diversify and you got like something for everybody. You feel like
Yeah, I think it's being like a producer in general is like I just like making music in general. So it's like the genres like vary. It's just like whatever I think it sounds cool at the moment. So like, but yeah, so like the hard techno thing, like I'm really excited about that just because it's
that's really cool, man. That's really cool. One last question, and then it's gonna be like a little bit of like a not drawn out for me, but maybe for you. If you could give advice, a lot of people ask this question, but I want to kind of take it a little step further. If you could go to 16-year-old Chris Wilson and give him a piece of advice, what would you do? What would you say to him?
It's actually it's a good question. It's kind of hard to say because like I kind of like the way my life has turned out.
Yeah.
So I can't. But I mean, I guess if there's something like I guess it would say just to like maybe to like finish high school because I did drop out like when I was.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to bring that over or not. Like,
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit.
Oh,
Nah,
okay.
it's cool.
Yeah,
Like,
well, look at him now, teachers.
nah, it's it's funny because like I was always really good at school. Like I was always very smart, but the thing is like I was just always bored and like I started to get into like not trouble, but like I would start ditching to go make music. I would ditch to go like hang out with girls and stuff like that. But I think it would kind of like because one thing I do kind of like necessarily regret, but I do wish that I would have done is like graduate with like all my friends and like have done that like the whole thing,
Yeah.
So that's one thing I never got to have that I kind of like wish that and like I wish I would have finished like the rest of my years playing football because then I watch football and I'm like damn I really missed that and I was like damn I should have just like not done that because I didn't need to drop out. It's not like if I didn't drop out I wouldn't
Like you didn't have
I
you had the credits for it, but
you know what I'm saying? It's like I didn't need to like to make music. I could have made music and still graduated.
it's true.
But in my head at that moment, I was just like, nah, this is what needs to happen. I'm gonna drop out. I'm gonna work on music full time. Blah blah. I mean, and it worked, sure.
I was like, yeah.
But I could have done both.
Okay.
So maybe just that. Maybe that's one thing I would have
Finish school. Yeah.
finished school. At least the high school thing. But I mean, everything else, I guess maybe be more. When I was a younger artist, I definitely was more a little bit arrogant, a little bit like I thought like maybe the world owed me something. I thought I was bigger than I was. I was a little bit like I said, arrogant, and maybe that's one thing I would probably give myself advice on. Be a little bit more humble in the beginning of my career.
Okay.
But I think that's like part of growing as an artist.
Yeah.
Is maturing.
Because you're also a child. You were also like learning.
Yeah. No, for sure. Exactly. And
Yeah.
you learn
Even
as you
like
go.
at 18, we're still fucking stupid kids.
That's funny because like back when we're like that age, like we don't feel like we're like young.
Yeah.
We think we're like grown, and then because I have a 17-year-old, and I look at him, and I'm like, this dude is like a little kid, bro. And I'm like, and at his age, I had already had a kid.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm looking back at him like, dude, I was little kid with a kid, and I'm like, that is like to me that's insane because it's like.
It's a scary thought looking back at it.
Yeah, and it's like,
I can't do it now. I couldn't do it back then.
Yeah.
it's still hard as adults.
Yeah, even I had my kids at 30 years old. I'm like, holy fuck, they're gonna let me leave home with these things? I'm like, dude, I'm scared. Yeah, but yeah.
I always feel like an imposter adult, bro. Like I don't feel like an adult. I feel like there's no way. Like there's
we kind of hyped it up when we were kids. Like, oh, we want to be an adult. Like, there's not much to it.
Yeah.
Shit sucks. It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
I miss like just like not having to pay shit and like. Now it's just like everything is like
it's all on you.
Money.
$5 could get you like a meal. At
dude,
McDonald's,
you go outside. It's $100. Like that's it.
That's why I tell my girl. She's like, "What are we gonna do today?" I'm like, "Do you want to go spend $100?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, we can do something like whatever." I'm like, "You do realize though, like if we all go out to eat,
I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
if we all go out to eat, that's gonna be like $40-$50 already.
Yeah,
we're gonna go to movies. That's gonna be another
$100.
Probably $100. Right? We go anywhere basically because it's everything costs money.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, dude, yeah.
It's rough, but that's cool. Okay, one last advice to a young DJ producer trying to make it in this game. What would you do? What would you get? What advice would you give them?
I would say first off, I guess it's to first one is patience, because I think everyone wants to just kind of like, and understandable because I'm still that way. I'm very impatient. I want to, I want everything now. I want this now. This is this. I want to be big already. And the thing is like, you have to be patient. Obviously the working hard thing, everyone's going to tell you that. So it's like, that's almost a given. If you want something, you want to succeed, you're going to have to work hard. Mm-hmm. But that, and I think it's a big one too, is that I feel like a lot of people are very miserable these days and they like to like put others down. So being kind of like believing in yourself enough to know that like whatever anyone's saying about you, or when they're trying to say like, oh, this song sucks, like you need to be, you need to believe in yourself enough, and you have to like love yourself enough to be like, yo, like to be able to accept that and accept the fact that some people just are just miserable. They're not gonna want to make you feel like shit. Yeah. Because these people don't need to say those things.
Yeah.
Because the way most of us were raised were like, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Yeah. But some others don't care, and they'll try to bring you down. So basically, just like, don't listen to negative people. Find and surround yourself with people who
support you
and who believe in you. Like no matter how crazy your dreams or your ambitions are. Yeah. Find like a really good support system. Network a lot. Networking is honestly like
makes a difference.
You could maybe not be as talented as some other people are, but if you make those friends and those connections and like make sure that like they're genuine though. Mm-hmm. Like don't go and like use
be
people.
Fake.
Like don't use people.
Yeah.
But like make genuine friendships with these people and like with other people, and like I've always said this, like you basically get nothing from having like enemies, but like you can
gain a lot from having friends.
The opportunities you get from having friends is like endless.
Oh yeah.
So it's like I always tell people, especially like younger artists who are like to like talk shit to me, because there's people who just don't like me, which is totally fine. But the thing is like, as an artist, so you're shutting that door like to me, because like who knows, what if I like your music and
you could have helped
have you on exactly, and like what if I wanted to have worked with you, or what if I wanted to put you on one of my shows? Yeah, you being that way towards me now automatically close that door.
Mm-hmm. And who knows, it's like one of your other colleagues is like, hey, what do you think of this person? And like, oh, dude, that guy's a dick to me online.
Exactly.
And it's like you close another door because of one thing that you said online. That's great advice. Yeah, you got to be careful with what you put online, because that shit's up there forever.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've always said too. And there was like, there's been a couple of times where like, people have said something and I'll be like, I'll reply nicely, and they'll be like, you know what, you're right. I was being a dick about that. I'm sorry. Oh. I'm like, you know what, dude, totally cool. I understand it. Because like I get it. Sometimes
it's a bad day, right?
Yeah, exactly. People are going through some shit. Sometimes there's, whatever.
Yeah. Word of advice: if you have a bad day, put the fucking phone down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You say some stuff you regret.
He hates reading the hate comments because of his hairline. He gets all embarrassed.
Oh, bro, you gonna do that? You gonna do that? Riot Ten is here. You gonna do that?
I'm bald, bro. So
it's rough.
My shit pushed back. I'm balding hair. I shaved my shit, bro.
My barber was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna do the front anymore." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "Because it's doing it to itself." I was like, "Fuck, God damn it." Yeah, bro, he fucking got me like that. But anyway, bro,
that's good advice.
That's really good advice. Thank you for saying that. And first and foremost, like last thing, thank you for being here, bro. Like, thank you for doing this. You know, you didn't have to do it. You know, you don't owe anybody anything. And like the fact that you wanted to come on here and chill with us and chop it up with us, it means the world to us, bro. Especially,
Absolutely.
you know, even though we were peers growing up or whatever, we're also fans. You know what I mean? Like me and Sonny are always like keeping up with your music and checking out, you know, your new stuff coming out. Which leaves me one more thing before we end it. Is there anything else that you want to plug before we go?
I think I mentioned the album already, right?
Yes.
You did mention so we have the album coming out. I do have so actually I'm announcing an El Paso show very, very soon.
We're there.
Yeah, we're going.
Fire. Hell yeah. It's so it's cool. It's gonna be a 360 at Lowbrow. So the outdoor Lowbrow.
Oh, nice.
So I think it sounds like they have like turf or something like that, right?
I've heard that.
So it's like nice and comfortable on the ground.
Yeah.
But anyways, so it's a 360. And it's June 7th. And
June 7th.
Yeah, we're gonna announce more artists as we confirm them. But our special guest right now is like Henry Fong. So
hell yeah.
So it's pretty cool. Like it's pretty cool to have him on my show here. So it's pretty dope. Yeah, because I've always been a big fan of like Henry Fong.
Oh yeah.
Like, he's
I love his electro, bro. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, he makes really good music. So like, and I know he's come to El Paso a couple of times, and people in El Paso like him.
Yeah.
So it's cool to have him. So yeah, we're gonna be announcing more after this, but that's the artist who we have right now. But yeah, anyways, June 7th.
Heard it here, June 7th at the Lowbrow outdoor event. Go check it out. Buy some tickets. Me and Sonny will be there, and I'll be there too. We'll be getting lit. We'll be lit. John's coming.
A little beer pong?
Yeah,
a little beer for sure. Yeah, well, if it's there, we'll play. Okay. One last thing before we go. Sonny has one last question for you before we end it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite emoji?
Probably like the laughing emoji, dude.
The laughing crying one?
Nah, just the regular laughing one.
Just a regular laughing one.
Just the regular laughing one. I'm kind of basic. You know, that one or... Yeah, probably that one.
Yeah, the laughing emoji.
Probably because I like to think that I'm funny, so I'm always just like sending that after every text.
It's like that.
I don't know.
I do that.
It's an Isleta thing.
Maybe.
I think so, dude.
Or sometimes I try to I put a laughing emoji at the end so that people don't know I'm not being an asshole.
Oh
I gotta put that because I think if I don't put that, people are gonna think like I'm a jerk.
See, the thing is sometimes I use it to be an asshole.
Yeah, you can use it either way.
That's true.
Yeah,
I've been there. I've done that.
Anytime I'm talking to my friends, like I'll just add that at the end just to like
roast,
make it more
to make
embarrassing.
it worse.
It stings more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true. Okay, well, if you got to the end of this podcast, show Riot 10 some love, and in the comments put a laughing emoji. Just between you and I, we got to the end of the podcast, and showing how much you appreciate Riot 10 coming hanging out with us.
Appreciate you guys for having me. I had a great time, honestly. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad, man.
We're really happy that you came on. I was starstruck when you came in. I'm not gonna lie.
But that's it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Follow us on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube and Apple Podcasts for the audio. I always
follow
forget
Riot
that.
10.
And follow Riot 10. Instagram, Riot 10 Music. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say TikTok, but I think my TikTok, I don't know, my TikTok is Riot 10 or Riot 10 Music.
Yeah. If you type in Riot 10, it's gonna be that's the main one. Oh, it's Riot 10 Music on TikTok. John just confirmed for us.
Perfect. Appreciate you, bro.
Well, that's it, guys. We appreciate it. Thank you. Episode 55 in the books. Bye. Love you.
These clouds.